All right, guys, look at the title today, Long Division of Polynomials. That's right, long division. No big deal. We got this. Here we go. I'm going to show you two examples, and hopefully that's all it's going to take, and we'll work on it like we always do in class, but not that bad, just long division. Okay, first one says divide this polynomial, x cubed plus 5x squared minus 7x plus 2, by this one, x minus 2. So I'm going to set up the long division. Set the x minus 2 outside. Inside here, I'm going to have x cubed plus 5x squared minus 7x plus 2. Can't do that division bar very long. Okay, here's the steps. Not too bad. Always start with the first term out here, the x, and look at the first thing in here, x cubed. You got to ask yourself, what do you multiply x by to get x cubed? And the answer is x squared. And that goes on the top. Anytime you put something up here on the top of your division bar, you're going to multiply by everything in the front. So x squared times x is x cubed. X squared times negative 2 is negative 2x squared. Okay, now, as you know how to do long division, I'm going to subtract right here. Now, I'm going to do this. Instead of subtracting right there, I'm always going to change the signs and add. I'm going to add the opposite. It's just a little bit easier for me to do it that way. These always cancel because that's why you did it. 5x squared plus 2x squared is 7x squared. Bring down what's left over here. And we're starting again. So now I'm thinking, okay, what do you multiply x squared by to get the first term here, the 7x squared? And sorry, what do you multiply the x over there by? My fault. The x in the front by to get 7x squared. And the answer would be you multiply by 7x. So multiply everything in the front over here by the 7x. So 7x times the x is 7x squared. 7x times negative 2 is negative 14x. I'm going to draw my line. Right now, remember what I'm going to do. I'm going to change the signs and add, so I'm going to do that. When I add those together, those always cancel. Right here I have 7x and a plus 2. And I have one more division to do. I'm going to, again, take the number in the front, that x, try to figure out how many times that goes into 7x, which would be just 7. It already has the x. This 7 I just wrote on the top, I'm multiplying everything out here. 7 times x is 7x. 7 times negative 2 is negative 14. Draw the line. Right? Instead of subtracting, I'm going to change the signs. Those are gone as always. And if I add 2 and 14, it gives me 16. Now that 16 down here is actually a remainder. So the way we're going to write our answer is, I'm going to take the quotient, which is on the top. Don't forget that word from way back. X squared plus 7x plus 7. Our remainder is 16. What we do with the remainder is we write 16 over what our divisor was, which is x minus 2. And there it is. Long division. All right, and it's pretty long. Not hard. It's the same process you used way back in 4th or 5th grade, 3rd grade, or whatever. You just have a lot of variables in there. Okay, let's do one more. Make sure you get it. Here we go. This one says divide x squared minus 3x plus 5 into this big polynomial, 3x to the 4th minus 5x cubed plus 4. Okay, it skipped an x squared. When that happens, I'm going to kind of leave space where the x squared would go, because you'll see why in a second. Anytime you're missing an exponent, I just think it's wise to do that. You'll see why as we go through. All right, first step, what do you multiply x squared by to get 3x to the 4th? And hopefully you know that that's 3x squared. I'm going to take that 3x squared, multiply by everything in the front, which will give me 3x to the 4th, which I knew, minus 9x cubed plus 15x squared. Now, tomorrow I'm going to start saying this, draw the line, change the signs. I'm going to change that sign, and that sign, and then I can just add. And I just like addition better. So that's gone. It gives me 4x cubed. I got a negative 15x squared now. And I'm going to bring the 4x down. You can bring it down to minus 6 too if you want to. You won't need it yet, but you can bring it on down. And now I'm doing the same thing. Looking at my x squared here. Looking at 4x cubed. What do you need? What does x squared need to become 4x cubed? It needs a 4x. So I'm going to take 4x and multiply the stuff in the front. 4x cubed minus 12x squared plus 20x. And draw the line. Change the sign. Make that minus, make that plus, make that minus. And then I'm going to add, as always, this always cancels. That's going to be negative 3x squared. That's negative 16x, and that's minus 6. Okay, I got to do one more time. Again, look at this x squared in the front. Look what we have down here. I got a negative 3x squared. What does it need? It needs a negative 3. So I'm going to put a negative 3 up here. And I'm going to multiply negative 3 times everything in the front. So I get negative 3x squared plus 9x minus 15. Draw the line. I'm going to change the sign, make that a plus, make that a minus, make that a plus. Those cancel. I get negative 25x plus 9. That's my remainder because this x squared up here in the front will not go into negative 25x. So to write my quotient and remainder, I'm going to write it this way. I'm going to write the quotient, which is on the top of the division bar, 3x squared plus 4x minus 3. My remainder is negative 25x plus 9. So I'm going to put the negative 25x plus 9 over the divisor that we started with. Just like that. That's supposed to be a 5. All right, guys, and that's it. That's quite a process. We're not going to do 1,000 of them tomorrow, but we need to do enough to where you feel really good about the process, which you should anyway. Once more, it's the same long division process you used when you first learned how to do long division, just variables instead of numbers. So we'll work on it tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you. See you. Bye.